Welcome to DORA, the Dental Office Requisition Agent, a simple but powerful way to order office supplies. Our home window shows DORA on the left-hand side with the login and exit buttons, and also access to the main menu where you've got your contacts, items, wish list, shopping cart, purchase order, system defaults, and reports buttons. Let's start with the system defaults button. By clicking on that, it brings you to the window with the preloaded information as a registered user. As a registered user, it has your name, the company name, the phone number, possible email and website address for your company, and the sales tax rate. The sales tax rate is the only field that you can edit at this point for your state or for your county. Contacts is your Rolodex. By clicking on the Contacts button, that provides you with the name, address, phone number of all your vendors and contacts that you may need for the company and to generate a purchase order. If we go to the bottom left corner by clicking on New Record, that brings up a blank record, and then you start systematically filling in all the fields with all the information that you have. In this case, it happens to be a vendor, and his name is George Malinchek. He works with ISUN Data Services. You have access to an assigned account, discount plans, comments, and all the information that you will need to generate and keep track of your purchase orders and that specific vendor. The items card, or the items button, is the heart to the entire program. By clicking on the items button, it opens up for you the items card. Items information on the left-hand side contains the items information for a specific product. The suppliers are in the middle, and you have a comment field on the right-hand side. On the bottom, it lists all the existing purchase orders for that particular item. Here's a close-up view of the item information. It shows whether it's taxable or not. If it's a brand name, UPC codes. You can place in UPC codes, so you can specifically have a UPC code and search for a UPC code for a specific item if you have that information. The location field is a place where you can text or put in information in language that you can understand. You can say the item belongs in the back closet or in the upper shelf, or you can actually label your shelves B3 or A4, and this way the staff know exactly where to place that item when it comes in. The description has to be as close to exact as you want it to be, because that's how you're going to search and find your specific items. The item description can be as long as you'd like. The initial price on the left-hand side is the initial price that you fill in when you first enter the information. The high and the low is generated from your existing purchase orders. Supplier codes as well. You can have as many suppliers with the unique codes as you'd like for a specific item. In the items card, there's a tab to the right called Item Description. You can bring in the item descriptions from the manufacturer, you can import a photo, or you can click on a specific web page to view that item. Getting back to the original items card, you can see that you've got all your information, including an initial purchase order and the history of the purchase orders on the bottom of this card. If we click on Reset Initial Purchase, or Add to Cart, that's a way of bringing all the existing information that you see in front of you into the shopping cart to generate a purchase order. So you have a blank field for supplier. When you start typing in the supplier's name, it automatically will look up and find the supplier that you want. You click on that supplier from your contacts database. It will automatically fill in the description information, the supplier code, unit of measurement. All you need to do here is just pick on the quantity and possibly edit the unit price. Click on the Add Item button, and that will bring it to the shopping cart so you can generate a purchase order later in the program. Add to Cart is a really fast way of adding an item to a shopping cart. If you've got existing purchase orders, find the one that you want, find the supplier that you want, the price that you paid, click on Add to Cart, and it gives you an editable menu that you can pull up with all that information. And right here you can either duplicate it or edit and add this item as is to an existing shopping cart. Wishlist is your notepad. This is where everybody in the office has access to the products or items that need to be ordered. Clicking on New Record on the bottom left brings up a new record, and in lay terms or in text you can type in anything that you'd like. Right here we show coffee on the top. We've got retainer carrier, impression trays, black toner cartridge, thermite paper. It can be anything that you want in plain English. When you click on the shop button in the middle, that will search the text that you've typed in and give you a list of items that match what it believes should be the items that you're looking for. The shopping cart is a shopping cart. This window shows you that you've got 4 items in the shopping cart. Placing an X in the box allows you now to generate a purchase order. You select the items that you want, click on Generate a Purchase Order, and it quickly and easily generates a purchase order for you. If you'd like and you want to view your purchase orders, go back to the DORA main home screen, click on Purchase Orders, and it brings up the purchase order that you have. You have access to all the buttons on the right-hand side right in the purchase order screen. You can generate a new purchase order, you can find a new purchase order, get access to your shopping cart, view the purchase order, you can receive your items that you want for a specific purchase order. All the information is on the right-hand side. You can view a list of all your existing or outstanding purchase orders. And what it'll show you is it shows you a list of all the purchase orders that you've got for a date range, the supplier, whether they're open, closed, and the amount. You've got the Find window on top or Find All. You can click on the Find button and specifically search for any of the information that you already have in an existing purchase order. This is a purchase order showing that we've got 5 line items, but one of the items is backordered. So what we have is we have a backordered item that will show up in our backordered reports and in the item card as well as being backordered. When we receive our items, we have the option of receiving all the items on a purchase order or receiving them individually by date, invoice number, and quantity. This way, it'll keep track of all backordered items as well. The purchase order report screen is a great screen because you have your line items on the left, your purchase orders, your contacts, and items. One of my favorite features in the purchase order button or the purchase order reports is the purchase orders by date. I can put in a date range, I can put in a supplier. When I do that, it gives me a by date range, it gives me the supplier company code, their purchase order status, subtotals, and grand total for that specific supplier. If I left the supplier's name out or omitted that field, it would give me a list of all the suppliers that I've got, what the closed purchase orders are, the open and the paid orders with their subtotals and grand totals. For additional information, you can contact Affordable Dental Products at 3601 Hempstead Turnpike, Suite 420, Levittown, New York. Phone number is 516-796-6606, or contact me by email at marc@affordabledentalproducts.com. And thank you for listening.